All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to Worldventures and congratulations on making a great decision for getting started with Worldventures, this amazing travel company. And if you're doing it for the travel and or the business, I want to welcome you. My name is Dave Uloa. I feel very fortunate to be able to share this concept and also give you some fast start training tips on now that you got started with Worldventures, what do I do? And some of you are here and you're kind of deciding, should I do it? Should I not do it? And I wanted to give you just some quick tips on what to do next now that you've gotten started, or if you're thinking about getting started with Worldventures. Here's how our process and our business model works. And first thing I want to share with you guys is I travel all over the world, and I share this concept with literally thousands and thousands of people. And I always get people that get started with Worldventures, and then there's always people that don't get started with Worldventures. And when you dig through all of the excuses, in my experience from Tony Robbins, I've learned there's either excuses or results in life, but you can't have both. And when you're digging through all the excuses or the objections of I don't have the time, I don't have the money, the real objection or the real excuse that's underlying most people's reasons for not doing Worldventures, because they get the concept. Holidays, save money, make money, build a business. It makes sense, but what happens is that underlying objection or that excuse is their fears. Their fears. And fear stands for false evidence appearing real. That fear of what if I try this and what if it doesn't work? What if I try this and what if I'm not good enough? That's the true fear. And, I played sports my whole life, and I've come to find out that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take in life. And what if this was your shot to truly become financially free and you missed it? I'm here to tell you that this isn't an easy business. It's probably easier than most others because it is holidays and we have to convince people to buy what we got. However, like any other business, you do have to put in some time and some effort and some work. And so I want to give you the three ingredients, if you will, to the recipe of having success with Worldventures. Here's the first three things that if you just focused on this, you will move forward and have progress into your business with Worldventures. So the first thing you want to do on the business side. Now for the travel, go experience the dream trips. Go to your travel website and go look at the holidays and click through all and see what's on there and get the benefits from the membership. But here's the first thing on the business side of Worldventures. What you want to do is you want to develop your names list. So write that down as number one, your names list. Who are the people that you know? Put your top 20 first, the people that you know the best and trust you the most. And then from there, I encourage you to write those 20 names down today, tonight. And then from there, expand it to 150 people that you know and do what we call a phone dump. Take every name out of your phone and put it into your Worldventures notebook. Go get yourself a nice notebook for just your Worldventures business and put in 150 names. Well, some people say, well, Dave, I don't know 150 people. That's an excuse. We're looking for people that can produce results. Everybody knows at least 250 people by first name by the time they're 25 years old. So what you want to do is do a phone dump, put all the names on there, and do not avoid prejudging people that you know. See, what starts to happen is you start to look at people. Well, this person travels, this person doesn't. This person makes a lot of money. So this person doesn't make any money. You want to avoid being the judge. Because the reality of it is we don't know what somebody's going to like or what they're not going to like. In my experience, the person that I think wouldn't like it loved it, and the person that I thought would love it didn't like it. And so it's just our goal to expose people to our business. You are now a business owner, and the only way to build your business is to get people to see what it is that you're doing. And the best way to start is with the people that know you, like you, and trust you. So that's the first step. Hard to go to the second step until you start the first step. So is that pretty easy to do, to just write down a names list? It is easy to do, but guess what? It's also easy not to do. Because a lot of times people, they go home and they say, you know what, I'll get my 20 names tomorrow. I'm kind of tired tonight. I've been working all day. I'll get it done tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes around and we forget. And by the time we remember, we're tired again or life happens and I'll do it tomorrow. And the reason why most people never have what they want in life is because they live on Tomorrow Island. wouldn't now be a good time to live on Today Island, where get it done today? If you want something different, like I did personally, then you got to start doing something different. You got to start thinking a little bit differently. So take action. Just write those names down first, and that's where you're going to start. The next step is to avoid the biggest mistake that people make in direct sales network marketing. And I made this mistake myself, is we go home and we want to go and explain this, and we want to go present it, and we want to sell it to our friends and family. And so my first experience, I got started with Worldventures. I was a police officer at the time, and I remember they told me to invite, don't present. They said invite, don't explain. But I said to myself, you know what? My friends and family, they love me. They, wouldn't want to, they would respect me because I'm a cop. And so I went home, and the first person that I saw was my father. And the conversation went something like this. Dad, you wouldn't believe, I'm so excited about this company called Worldventures. I just signed up. It's got this dream trips. We're going to go to Ecuador for like $10, and we're going to build this business. And what we're going to do is we're going to sign up Mom and sign up Walter, and you're going to go underneath here, and we're going to get residual income. And my dad looked at me and he asked me, son, who stole your baton and hit you over the head with it? I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it sounds illegal to me. And for most people, when you try to explain this to them, they're not going to understand the concept, and they're going to create their own reasons as to not wanting to even take a look. And so I realized for most people, when they do that same process 2 to 3 times and they get rejected by their friends and family, they go home, they take a nap, and then they quit. And then they say, it didn't work for me. But what's the truth? They just didn't learn how to work it. See, the process is to contact, invite, to set up an appointment. Not to sell, not to present, not to explain, but just to share this information. And so the first thing is you want to avoid fire hosing people with information. One of the best ways to invite is called the 4-step invite. If you go to YouTube and put in the 4-step invite, Dave Watson, you'll be able to listen to that video, and I encourage you to listen to it several times and write out a script so that you can know exactly what to say when you contact somebody. My favorite way of inviting is just calling somebody up, and the first part of the invitation is to clear the date and the time. That's the most important part, and one way to do that is by giving them a specific date and a specific time. What are you doing Tuesday at 7 o'clock? And if they're not available, then you end the conversation and you go to the next person. If they are available, then you can go to the next one, which is to set the invite and say something like, I'm working on a new project that I'd love to run by you. There's a new idea and a concept that I want to share with you. And then you confirm the date and the time. So that's as simple as you don't want to go into so much detail and talk about travel or talk about business opportunity. The reason why is because if you start to talk about holidays, somebody may think, what is this, a timeshare? And they don't show up, but maybe they would have loved and been looking for a business idea. So you might say, what's this, got this great business opportunity, and they may think, what is this, Amway? We don't want to deal with that soap and hope stuff. Those things don't work. But maybe they would have fell in love with the travel side of Worldventures. So the key to building this business on the invitation is to remember, don't tell them anything until you can show them everything. Don't tell them anything until you can show them everything. And a great way to show them everything is by having them watch the online video, having them come to a travel party. Great way to do that. The 2-step text is the same thing. When you text your friends, clear the date first. An easy way to clear the date is, hey, when can you and I get together for 30 minutes in the next 2 days? Let them tell you when a good time to get together would be. Or what are you doing tomorrow at 5 o'clock? And you give them a specific time and a specific date. And then from there, the same thing. They'll text you back, I'm available. What about tomorrow at 5 o'clock? And then you meet them at a coffee shop or at a restaurant or at their home or at your home or at an office. Wherever you meet them, the next part is, I'm working on a project I'd like to run by you. There's an idea, really cool idea that I want to run by you. There's a really cool video that I need to show you. Okay, keep them curious and keep them excited. And remember the SW rule. The SW rule is this. If you want to build a long-term business, understand that some people love chocolate chip cookies and some people don't. Some people prefer peanut butter cookies. You're going to share this information, and there's going to be people that understand it and get it and love it, and then there's going to be people that maybe it's just not for them. And so the SW rule says this. Some will, some won't. So what? Next, someone is waiting. Some will, Some are going to love it. Some are going to join. Some are going to become members, and some eventually also maybe business partners. And some won't. Some it's just not for them. Maybe they're comfortable. Maybe they're not looking to take more holidays. Maybe they just want to stick to what they're currently doing, and they can't see themselves living outside their comfort zone. And that's okay. Love them for where they're at. Some will, some won't. So what? It doesn't matter to you. Don't get attached to whether they say yes or no. If you share it with enough people, you'll find the ones that are looking for you. So the next part here on the invitation is to schedule at least your first exposure. Schedule your first exposure right now. Send a text out to somebody. Give a call to somebody before you leave here tonight to set up an appointment for tomorrow or to invite them to the next travel party in your area. And because we're so new in Australia, there's a little activity, but there's going to be a lot of activity. And all you got to do is just set up an appointment. Go meet with them over the house. Go meet with them here in the travel party and basically share the information. The last part of this training is to plug into the ongoing training system. When you get started with Worldventures as an RBS, you're going to get your own business website. When you log in, there's going to be training videos on the back. First things first, watch those training videos, take some notes so that you can start to launch your business. If you want to get to the highest levels of the company, you need to plug into our training system. And our training system and plugging into the system is also plugging into the weekly events that are going on. If there's no weekly events going on or home travel parties, then create it. With all the trainings that you have available to you, you can actually do travel parties and you can actually host travel parties. You can be that pioneer that opens up your local area. But also we have live training events like accelerations. The first one coming up is going to be in Sydney at the end of July, and we'll have more and more as we start to build the membership base. So make sure you log into your back office under the corporate events tab and find out when the next trainings are near you and plug into those training systems. They truly are the way. 80% of it is personal development, teaching you how to build you, because we know if we build people, people build a business. So I want to thank you. Just a short 15-minute fast start training on what you need to know to get started in your Worldventures business. Go make your list, focus on inviting, get those exposures, get some new team members on your team, and plug into the training with Worldventures. So my friends, mates, is great to connect with you. I look forward to meeting you real soon, and congratulations on your decision to get involved with Worldventures. The sky is the limit, my friends. Talk to you soon.